to pick its candidates for mayor today. And this morning, hundreds of mail-in ballots are in danger of not being counted.
The Philadelphia County Board of Elections posted a list of mail ballots that were returned with issues like a missing secrecy envelope, signature, or date.
Ugh.
And if one of those ballots is yours, you still have some time to fix it. We've posted the list on our website, fox29.com, because in order to fix it, you have to know that there's an issue.
That's
right. So make sure you log on and go check and see if your ballot will be counted. Well, candidates are trying to become Philadelphia's 100th mayor.
100th. And
they've been making their last-minute pushes to get into City Hall.
That's for sure. Steve is in Center City. Hi, Steve.
Well, Mike, if you live anywhere in Philadelphia, the one thing you noticed are so many of those signs. They're called lawn signs, but they're in all the medians, they're in all of the traffic lights. But for some reason, all around City Hall and the Parkway, not one sign in sight. And I'm wondering, is there a law or what? But you go down Spring Garden Street, one candidate has like 20 signs from one light to the next. One candidate for mayor who will remain nameless, has all his signs on all those newfangled modern lights that they have all up North Broad Street. And that's not cool. And then they have them on the traffic lights on all along Girard Avenue. But around here, not one campaign sign. It just struck me 2 minutes ago that I don't see any campaign signs. And we always wonder how long it'll take to clean up all the campaign signs now that the campaign is over, right? And then the other thing is we'll all see the last-minute commercials during Good Day that are still running at the last minute trying to convince you, because believe it or not, apparently there's still 15% of the people undecided, not knowing who they're going to vote for, even though it's primary election day today. But we have heard from people saying, hey, don't worry, everything's going to go smoothly. And you were talking about the mail-in ballots, right? Well, they have an election task force here in this town run by the district attorney's office, and the mayor and others that were members of that task force, including the police commissioner, talked yesterday trying to assure everybody that your vote will count and you will count when you get to and from the polling places without fear of intimidation.
At the election task force, we take complaints throughout the day during the time when the polls are open at our election hotline, which is 215-686-9641. We have a team of assistant district attorneys available to answer the phones, to hear about complaints that are happening throughout the day, and then dispatch teams out onto the field to see what's happening.
All of our patrol districts will have police officers ready to quickly respond to calls for assistance at polling locations. These officers will be wearing body-worn cameras and will also be joined by a police department supervisor when responding. All of our patrol districts will have police officers ready to quickly respond to calls for assistance at every polling location. These officers will also be wearing body-worn cameras and will also be joined, again, by a police department supervisor, as I said. Of course, we've worked to ensure that we have ample resources available during and after Election Day. As always, public safety remains the #1 priority of the Philadelphia Police Department. We are looking forward to joining the community in a safe and free Election Day.
All right, so hard to believe, Mike. Alex, I don't know if you remember the Gore-Bush election of 2000 when we woke up not knowing who won the presidential race. And then since then, that has happened repeatedly, especially here in the state of Pennsylvania, where we don't count the mail-in ballots till today, and hopefully that'll change in the future. So this time tomorrow, we could be standing outside here saying, we don't know who won the election because it's so close in the polls. A lot of the folks who work in the city commissioner's office in charge of the election say, we might have to wait a little longer, long after 8, that is, before we can declare a winner of this race, because it seems so close at this point. It's anybody. It's a toss-up still this late in the game.
Yeah, and there's no runoff, so whatever happens, happens. Even if it's by 5 votes, that's going to be the winner.
This is it. All right, Steve, what a morning we're going to have here. It's 6:07 now.
In Delaware County, a special election is being held to fill the vacant 163rd District State House seat. Democrat Heather Boyd and Republican Katie Ford squaring off in the high-stakes race that will likely determine control of the Pennsylvania State House. The Democrats currently have a 1-vote majority in the State House, and there's a second vacancy up in Montour County that the Republican candidate is expected to win.
Expected, but you never know. You never know.